Now, in 2017, in the year of the fire rooster, we will just analyze what is going to be upcoming for people that's born in the year of the ox. Now, in general, we are giving it a 3 out of 5 stars, but you are still given very, very good auspicious stars that is coming into the year itself. Now, number one, we have these stars, prosperous stars that actually called the 3 stages stars. What it's trying to say is that success comes in many levels. So you will basically get fame, and then you'll be given authority in your work environment. But of course, for those people who are actually studying this year, the 3 stages stars also denote that you will basically do well in the examination and of course getting very good academics results. Of course, the second relief stars, this is one of the best stars that we want to be having. It's because this is a stars that actually transform negative events into positive ones. Now, of course, we do have some of the negative stars that is also appears at this year, but because of these 2 very good prosperous stars, they kind of cover up the negative aspects of it. But of course, I will just go through some of the negative stars that will already happen this year, so it's just a few points you want to take note. Now, number one, we have the blood knife. What this tries to say is it denotes that it's easy to get yourself injured, prone to cuts, or even go through surgery this year. So this year might also be a very good year for you to actually go through a regular body checkup. If you have past history or medical history, then this is one of the year that you want to look into to make sure that everything is well balanced and maintained. Yeah. So now, of course, we have the instability stars. What is trying to stay here is there is a bit of hiccups in some of the operations and events that you actually went through. It's nothing of major, but what I want you to really pay attention to is that is these 5 goals that is appearing, of course, after the 4th of February. What we're actually saying here is these 5 gold stars is talking about small people, but of course, if you're not familiar with the term small people, in Chinese we call 小人, right? So small people actually means that people who may appear, very nice to you, and then they do negative things behind your back, such as backstabbing or even bad-mouthing you. Now, the 5 goals means that in order to overcome these people, you should be paying little to no attention to people that's trying to get their attention, to work out, or even to react to them. Now, of course, we also have the elegant sales stars. This elegant sales, in fact, is one of the better stars that we actually talks about creativities and be unique in the way of work. But why are we actually putting it as one of the negative stars? Is because this also denotes there's a lot of times that you'll be alone by yourself, and you possibly might also be misunderstood by others in your interpretation of work. Of course, when we talk about generally, everything is in a very good sign, because typically this very 2 auspicious star is covering everything for the January year itself. Now, of course, moving on, whatever we have discussed is only appearing if you are born in the year of the ox. But of course, taking into context, in Chinese astrology, what really matters is we have this thing is called your Bazi, which is also called the 4 pillar of destiny. It's actually taken from the date of birth and time that is being generated in the chart here. But of course, if you want to find out more about your own date of birth and time, you can actually just visit the website. It's at www.kevinfoongcg.com/12 Zodiac. You can actually plot in your date of birth and time. You can generate your chart like this, and you can actually discover whether ox is appearing in other pillars as well. Yeah. So of course, if you have ox that's appearing in the month, what this is trying to tell you is talking about your career, it's talking about business progression. This year in generally, it just means that career progression will be quite smooth. That's the keyword for this year. But if you're going to talk about in the relationship palace, which is actually on the day pillar, it just means that this year you need to be spending more time with a loved one, especially with your spouse, because what's with the elegant sale that's actually coming in the picture, you might be overworking too much and neglecting a bit of your personal time with your loved ones. Of course, if you have you are rather born in a year in the hour of the ox, what we are trying to say here is you can actually pay more attention to your personal development this year, because you have very good opportunities for growth and new learning. Of course, I'd like to take these opportunities to wish everyone a very happy, prosperous, and a very healthy 2017.